Hey, hi guys. This is a continuation of manual testing interview question part 3. In this session, we are going to cover few important interview question and which is useful for your testing as well. First question is, what is the level of software testing? See, when you get any application for testing, then what level of testing we perform, that we are going to understand. There are total 4 level of testing: unit testing, integration testing, system testing, acceptance testing. These are 4 level of testing. Unit testing, which is done by developer, and integration testing means CIT testing, means component integration testing. System testing means you can say system integration testing. UAT testing means user acceptance testing. We are going to understand these 4 level of software testing. What is unit testing? Unit testing is a type of software testing where individual units or components of the software are tested. It can be done by developer or tester both. So, unit testing, we can say, where individual units or components of a software are tested. Or you can say, small part of application software is being tested. That is called unit testing. Now, what is integration testing? Means component integration testing. Once individual component are being tested, after that we integrate all the components, right? That is called component integration testing, or you can say integration testing, right? So what is integration testing? Integration testing is the phase of software testing in which individual software modules are combined and tested as a group. And there are 4 types of integration testing. One is big bang integration testing, bottom up integration testing, top down integration testing, and fourth one is mixed integration testing. Now we'll understand what is Big Bang integration testing. So Big Bang integration testing, we can say it is the simplest integration testing approach where all the modules are combined and the functionality is verified after the completion of individual module testing. So once individual modules are being tested, then they will combine the components, and after that we can do Big Bang integration testing. In simple words, we can say all the modules of the system are simply put together and tested. Second one is bottom up integration testing. Bottom up integration testing, we can say each module at lower level are tested with higher module until all modules are tested. The third one is we have top down integration testing. In this integration testing, we can say testing take place from top to bottom. So where first high level modules are tested and then low level module will be tested. So top to down integration testing, you can say first high level module will be tested and then lower level module will test, right? That is called top down integration testing. Mixed integration testing is also called sandwiched integration testing, you can say. A mixed integration testing follows a combination of top down and bottom up testing approach. This is a combination of bottom up integration testing and top down integration testing, that is called mixed integration testing. What is CIT testing now? CIT testing means system integration testing. System integration testing is a level of testing that validates the complete and fully integrated software product. The purpose of a system test is to evaluate the end to end system specifications. System testing means where we perform the testing from top to bottom, like you can say end to end testing, where you are validating each and everything, like backend testing, UI testing, everything you are validating. That is called system integration testing. Now, different types of system testing we have. Sometimes interviewer ask what all system testing we have, like what kind of testing comes under system testing. So these are system testing: usability testing, load testing, regression testing, recovery testing, migration testing, functional testing, ad hoc testing, sanity testing, smoke testing, right? So these testing comes under system testing. What is usability testing? where we evaluates how easy a product is to use from the perspective of a real user. Load testing, where we check the performance of the application, right? Where we check the load testing. Load testing is performance testing. I have written here simulates a workload on a system to assess its performance, right? That is called load testing. Regression testing means whenever any new component or anything newly added in your application, or you can say anything changed in their code, at that time we do the regression testing so that we can verify is everything working as it is as it was working earlier. That is called regression testing. I have written here whenever we have done any changes in the code, then that time we do regression testing to make sure all the functionality is working as it is, right? Recovery testing. Recovery testing means it checks how well an application can recover from crashes, failures, or other unexpected interruptions. That is called recovery testing. Migration testing, it is a process of verifying that data is transferred correctly from a legacy system to a new system. That is called a migration testing. Functional testing. Functional testing is tested against a functional requirements and specifications. That is called functional testing. In functional testing, what we do, we validate expected and actual result, right? Where we validate the functionality, the requirement with actual build application, right? Ad hoc testing means random testing. For ad hoc testing, you don't need any test scenarios, any test script. It is not required. You can pick the application and you can test anywhere, just to find out the defect, right? We just click back and forth and we try to find out the defect, right? That is called ad hoc testing. Sanity testing. Sanity testing verifies that minor changes to a software application's functionality or features do not introduce a new defect. And smoke testing evaluates the stability and basic functionality of a software build. Smoke testing, you can say it is a very basic testing where we just validate whether we are able to log in the page or not. It validate only basic functionality. We just check stability of the application, whether we are able to launch the application or not. That is called smoke testing. Sanity testing, like when any new changes has happened in any particular feature, so we verify, like we do the deep testing for any particular feature. That is called sanity testing. Now we are going to see the difference between sanity testing and smoke testing, and this is the most important interview question. Mostly interviewer ask, if you are going to give any manual testing interview question, then definitely they will ask you what is the difference between sanity testing and smoke testing. So sanity testing is used to verify the newly added functionality are working fine. Smoke testing is used to perform to ensure that the critical functionality of the application are working fine. Critical functionality means whether you are able to log in the application or not, whether you are able to launch the application or not. That is, you can say that is critical functionality or a very basic testing, you can say. And now the second point is in sanity testing. This testing is done when the build is relatively stable. When your build is stable, then only you can perform sanity testing. This testing is done at initial level. Why we do initial level of testing? Because once you are able to launch the application, that time only you can verify this smoke testing. You can take a URL of your application, you can hit it, and you can check whether it is launching properly or not. That is called initial level of testing, right? Sanity testing is usually performed by tester. Yes, sanity testing should be done by tester only. Smoke testing is performed by developers or tester, both. Anyone can perform the smoke testing, either developer can do or tester can do. Sanity testing is called subset of regression testing. Yes, because here we also perform the functionality of the application, right? So if we have done any modification in any feature, then we do sanity for that particular feature, that is called sanity, and we can say it is a subset of regression. Smoke testing is called a subset of acceptance testing. Yes. Sanity testing is done after completion of regression testing. Yes. Once regression testing has happened, after that we do sanity testing. Sanity testing means we do high level testing, right? Smoke testing is done on every build. Yes. Like whenever build has happened, developer or tester can launch the application and they log in and check whether properly application is getting launched. That is done after every build. Sanity testing is used in the case of only updated or deleted functions of the application. In the functionality, if anything has updated or any feature are deleted, in that case we do sanity testing. Smoke testing is used to test all over the functionality of the application. Yes. And sanity testing is always stable. Yes, sanity testing we can perform when build is stable, when application is stable. Smoke testing is maybe stable or unstable. It could be both. Sanity testing's main goal is to verify rationality, and smoke testing's main goal is to verify stability. Right. So these are the difference between smoke testing and sanity testing. You should be remember at least 1 or 2 points. If interviewer asks, at least 2 points you should be remember. That's all for this session. Thank you for watching this video.